watching the HTown. Ho, 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 yeah! Clearly, we've been bad little motherfuckers all year. But that doesn't mean that we cannot wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our funky toes. So yeah, Merry Christmas. This is our song. Well, it's not our song, it's Albert King's song, but we're doing our own take. Version, style, rendition, race, rendition, carbon copy, but nah. Mama's in the kitchen cooking while the children are upstairs asleep. It's time for old Santa Claus to make his midnight creep. 'Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. He knows there's something real pretty under my Christmas tree. 'Cause I ain't had no loving and it's worrying me. 'Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. I'm trying to fix this old bicycle. I can't seem to find my flies. And I'm halfway watching Daddy catch that sleep in his eyes. 'Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. Don't worry about the turkey, just come and eat my cake. I want you to come and Santa before them children wake. 'Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. Now Christmas is for the children, and I want them to be pleased. But right now Santa, it's Christmas, so just make this mama happy. 'Cause Santa Claus wants some loving. Santa Claus wants some loving. Oh, yeah.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe somewhere you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit sing. Then we can have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with bogs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Hi, I'm Mama Cass. You can find me on Instagram as Señorita Chaos. And this is Jules, one of the singers from Shame on Me.
And you can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, Spotify, and also at teamromelstudios.com.
So the holidays are really crazy right now, considering COVID and everything. So you're most likely doing a Zoom meeting or a small gathering with just a couple of your friends. Regardless of the situation, sometimes it gets too busy. So here is a really quick hairstyle that you can totally blow all your friends away with. And it takes maybe about 20 minutes, and you don't really need a lot of stuff. You don't need to use any kind of curling iron. You don't have to curl your hair before with rollers. All of that takes too much time. You know, it's one of those things you have to do like the previous night if you want it to come out really good. But this is what we're gonna be using.
All right, hook it up, girl.
So for this hairstyle, you're gonna need some combs, a teasing brush, some bobby pins, and maybe a couple of these little open pins, some clips, some scissors, these awesome little donuts. They're made out of like this weird little fiber material. You can find them at the dollar store, at Sally's. Really easy to find. Some hairspray. You can use any kind, your favorite kind, as long as it's not too tacky. A little bit of pomade. This is from Big Cat Houston. And then some volumizing powder. If you have really fine hair, this is perfect for you. If you have a lot of hair like this lady right here, probably won't need too much. And then there's volumizing spray as well. Works the same way, you just have to use a blow dryer with it. And then some cool hair accessories to finish the look.
Those are cute. Where'd you get those from?
I actually made these.
Okay.
Yeah, I made these. All of them. Little cool clips. Alright, so I'm going to show 2 different types of hairdos. And the first one is going to be a Chicana look. It's a vintage Chicana hairstyle. A lot of women back in the 40s used to do their hair like this. It's a very powerful hairdo, so if you don't feel powerful, you should probably try it. You're gonna split your hair, and I usually like to start behind the ear on both sides. And just meet at the top. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You got so much hair. Then we're just gonna clip this out of the way. Make sure the other side is. So the cool thing about this is that you don't need to curl your hair or do anything too crazy. It's really easy. So now you're just left with all this back hair. So you're just gonna comb everything, make it smooth. That way this back part looks really, really clean. Gonna add a little bit of pomade. Just a little bit, like that much. All right, nice and smooth. You're gonna get one of these. You're gonna cut it in half. They make them in different sizes, so you can always go bigger, you can go smaller. So I'm gonna use the big one because she has a lot of hair. Okay, you're just gonna grab this. And it's easy when you have it kind of facing downwards. If you do it the other way, it's a little bit harder. And then you're gonna tuck it. You're gonna roll it. You're gonna roll, roll, roll. Until it's nice and tight, like that. And you're gonna start pinning it. Alright, so should look something like this. You're not gonna be able to see it unless you're using like a back mirror, but you should be able to see in front of you. Make sure that it's not sticking out too much on the sides, and this is good, this is perfect. All right, now you're gonna grab all this hair right here on the side, and you're gonna start to kind of press it a bit inside. And then you can use your comb to kind of, so same thing, gonna grab all this little hair on the side. This is part of the front part. All of this right here, and you're just gonna start to shape it. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of hairspray, and I'm gonna start to kind of flatten out all these little flyaways, all these little crazies. All right, now this is where these cool open ones come in handy. You're gonna get all these crazy little wild hairs, and you're just gonna tuck them in, get them out of the way. Really easy, really simple, nothing crazy. All right, so we're gonna move on to the front. You're gonna split into 3 sections. You're gonna have your 2 sides, like so, and like that. Same thing, doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna put this one in a clip, get it out of the way, and we're gonna work on the 2 sides. And then this is where the volumizing powder comes in. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna split the hair kind of in half, like that. You're gonna put a little bit of this, just a little bit. Little goes a long way. You're gonna mix that in, put a little in the back, mix that in, split the hair in half, tease the back part, this little section right here. And depending on how big and powerful you want this hair, si lo quieres así, you're gonna have to tease all the way up to heaven.
Isn't it the bigger the hair, the closer to heaven?
Dolly Parton used to say that. So you get something like that. You're gonna add a little bit of spray.
I'm ready. No.
Just a little bit. Just to hold all that little nest together. And then you're gonna tease the front part. And then you're gonna comb it smooth, brush it smooth. If you brush in too much, you'll get rid of all that teasing that you just worked really hard to do. Like that. Let's make a little loop. So I'll do it again, that way y'all can see. It's a little weird to see. You're gonna hold it like so, use your 2 fingers, make a little loop. Like that. Just start rolling it in. Like so. That. Then all I used was 2 pins in there. And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Same thing. We're gonna section it off to 2 sections, like so. Add a little bit of volumizing powder. Blend it in. Teasing brush. Tease the back part to the sky. And once you practice this a bunch of times, you'll be doing this in like 15 minutes tops. It shouldn't take long once you get the hang of it. And then same thing. We're gonna hold it up. This, use 2 fingers, make a little loop. Go around, and then you're just gonna begin to roll it down. Real easy. Like that. Add a couple pins. And then we'll start forming the shape once this 3rd one goes up. So now you have the front section. This time we're gonna section it off to 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. And then the more sections you do, the more volume you can get, because you can tease each little section and get more volume. Blend that in. little bit of spray. Alright, so I'm gonna get in the front here and try to smooth it out. This is when you can start seeing the shape. And then you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna grab your hair and you're gonna start to roll it under. Roll it under. Her hair's in layers, so even if you have layered hair or bangs, you can always make it work. So you're gonna roll it in, and then we're gonna pin it, and you should end up with something crazy looking like this. So now you're gonna get a little bit of pomade. Once again, this is Big Cat's pomade. They have a little barbershop downtown on Main. You're just gonna do that. You're gonna start to shape it. I like to use the end of my comb to kind of bring stuff up if it needs to be brought up. Super festive now. And then you don't have to use like a bow like this big. You could put flowers in between there or anything.
Hi guys, my name's Jules and I'm a backup vocalist for a local Houston band here called Shame on Me. And I am so glad that you're here to join me for the Christmas spirit. The song that I'm going to be singing is called Santa Baby. And feel free to join along. All right, here it goes. Santa baby, you slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I miss. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht and really that's not a lie. I've been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, there's one thing that I really do need is a deed to a platinum mine, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've been, so think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, there's one thing that I really do need is the ring. And I don't need from the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight.
Christmas. Thank you for tuning in to the Ho 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 Down. It's been a crazy year with the pandemic, but don't forget, to cherish your family, cherish your loved ones, spend quality time with them, and, appreciate the things that we have, because it could be worse. But Merry Christmas to everybody. We love you all. God bless.
All right, my name is Chef Fred, founder of Rising Stars Foundation, Truck Patch Provisions, and today we're at HTown Lounge in Houston, Texas. And we're going to be making a simple bread pudding for any occasion, but especially for the holidays. We'll be chunking some bananas in there, and we'll top it with praline sauce. And here we go, guys. All right, so let's start with the ingredients. We got bananas. They don't have to be perfect. They can be any kind. As soon as they're about to go ahead and use them. We got a little dark brown sugar, vanilla, nutmeg, cinnamon, eggs, sugar. We got some pecans for the topping, milk, and heavy cream. And then we're going to use some day-old bread. Use the bread that you're just trying to get rid of, toast it off the oven, about 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. That's all you need. Throw them on a sheet pan, boom, you're done. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to add about 4 eggs, cracked, blend them up. We'll throw them into the blender. We'll have about a good tablespoon of vanilla, pure vanilla. Always use pure vanilla. We got some nutmeg. It's going to go with about 1/8 of a teaspoon. A little bit goes a long way. Cinnamon. We'll go with about 1/4 teaspoon. We want a real good flavor in there. Then we're going with some dark brown sugar, just a tablespoon or 2. Then we'll come with some regular granulated sugar. We'll throw about 1/2 cup in there. Just gonna make a small batch. I mean, we're not making anything huge. This will make about feed about a good 8 people. Milk. We'll go with about 4 cups of milk there. And then you also want to throw a cup of heavy cream in there. This will make it a little more rich, creamy, the good stuff. Next, we'll take our bread, our day-old bread, throw it on in there. Blend all this mixture up. Boom, that's all it takes. Pour it on over. Well, I'm using French bread. You can use croissant. You can use brioche. You can use white bread, whatever you want. You toss this all together, mix it up. Take your hand and crush some of it. Get it all good. You like a good, creamy bread pudding. Now, if you notice, we used only about 3/4 of the mixture. So now we'll take these bananas, and remember, we use the ones that are about to go. Let them get good and soft before you even use them. You don't have to use the fresh ones. I prefer to use these. They're a little sweeter. I will take it, blend it up one more time. Pour that on in. About half of that looks like. Mix it on up. We'll throw this on into the cooler. Now that's going to sit in there for a good 45 minutes to an hour just to soak up all of the goodness Then we'll throw it into a good baking vessel. I like to use glass. Throw it on in the oven. Boom, 45 minutes, and it's done. All right, so now comes time that we've let it sit in there for a while. We'll take either cooking spray, you can use butter, or you can use a little bit of vegetable oil, just so that your bread pudding doesn't stick. Wipe the whole inside. Then load her up. And remember when you put it in to leave about a good inch from the top, because it's going to rise. Boom, little bread pudding. Now this goes into the oven at about 350 to 375. You leave it in there for about 45 minutes. Okay. All right, so here we are finished. We got the banana bread pudding. All we got to do is make the topping, the praline sauce. It's going to take really easy. We take some pecans, throw them on into a pot. We'll take some brown sugar, and then we'll take a little bit of cream, heavy whipping cream. Pour it on in, just like a half a cup. That's it. Boom. Real simple. Bring this up to temperature, and you're done. So while that's cooking, we're going to make a whipped cream for the top. I call it a spice cream, whipped cream, whatever you want to call it. All we do is we throw some heavy whipping cream into the blender, about a cup. Then we'll go about half of that of granulated sugar. And then we'll throw in the rest of our vanilla, which is about a good quarter teaspoon. Cover it up, blend this guy up. And then you'll see it thicken up, and you'll know when it's done. You could also whip this by hand, but it's a lot easier to do with a blender. There it is. It's done. So the sauce, I mean, you just cook it on medium flame. You want to have the brown sugar and the cream. As soon as the cream starts to boil a little bit, you're really just trying to melt in the brown sugar. When it's done, we've got a nice pecan sauce that goes on the top. It's going to thicken as it cools a little bit, and it's all ready to go. Then we've got our whipped cream. You can throw that right over the top. I like to just right all over, rustic, let everybody get a little bit. Boom. Banana bread pudding with a pecan praline sauce and spiced cream.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes stop falling, that's when those blue memories start calling.
know 2020 has been a really hard year for everybody, and we're hoping that our little program brings some joy to your life during these holidays and these hard times. Just got to keep going and keep making it happen. You'll be too